What's good, people? It's your boy Avatar Nino in the building, and I'm here with an ASGR Avatar State Gaming reaction. And some of you may know what inspired the name Avatar State Gaming, but you'll get it from this video in general. But yes, there's a new fighting game, Avatar Legends, I think it's called. It says name work in progress. But look, they've just released the controls about 2 weeks ago. I've been trying to hold off from the game a little bit, try not to see too much because I wanted to review it all together. But you know what? I thought, let me just kick it off. Let me actually see what sort of controls they use. Let me see what sort of fighting game they're bringing out. So I thought the controls one is something I can do very, very quickly. So let's get into it and see what they're doing here.
Avatar Legends, the fighting game, is a 4-button fighter with each button completely unique in its own purpose. Each of the buttons will do something different whether you're standing, crouching, or in the air.
So they said it's a 4-button fighter. 4-button fighter. So they can only ever have light, medium. I don't think that they can have a heavy, seems like. Or they will have, you know, look, because it's saying A button light attack. Let's see.
A button is usually your quickest attack, easily countering slower ones. The B button tends to be slightly stronger with more range. The C button is your heavy attack that will do massive damage.
So I was wrong. That means it's not hand and feet. So I was thinking more light, heavy. I mean light, medium, heavy hands, light, medium, heavy feet. Like, you know. But obviously they've gone just light, medium, heavy. I'm assuming that the fourth button will be like a special.
And the flow button by itself goes into the flow stance, which automatically guards all incoming attacks. The flow button with directional inputs provides unique movement options that can be used for evasion, counterattacks, and more. For Aang, his flow moves represent his ability to weave and maneuver in a variety of ways on the ground and in the air. Knowing when and where to use each of these moves is the key to victory. As Aang once said, the past can be a great teacher. Sign up for the closed alpha test now, and don't forget to wishlist Avatar Legends, the fighting game, on Steam.
So that didn't even go into the controls as in depth, in as much depth as I thought it would. I thought it was gonna go into like more like how do you do special moves, how do you do like, you know, Hadouken, like how do you do it? How do you do certain moves? But it's just basically telling you that it's going to be a 4-button game essentially. And then I guess because it is a 4-button game, I don't think they should. Maybe they will modernize it a bit, but I'm thinking if it comes out like Dragon Ball Fighters with just the A, I'm gonna be annoyed because I'm already seeing ridicule about this. I'm already seeing, I say ridicule, criticism. I'm already seeing a lot of criticism about this game, meaning some people are saying, oh, it looks like a mobile game, it doesn't look like an actual like new gen fighter game. You can see like the frames look like there's a lack of frames in the game, but the reality is 2XKO just came out and, you know, they done it well in terms of not having crazy amounts of frames in the game. It still looks smooth, but that looked a bit choppy in my opinion. It just looked a bit choppy. But the fact of the matter is they didn't go into any of the combos and things like that. But that being said, they did release this. So let's have a look at this, because this is Aang's combos and abilities, I think. Yeah, see, this is how I thought it would be. This is exactly what I thought it would be like. I thought that it would have an element of quarter circles in it. Now if I go back, I don't know, I think you have to press all of them to do EX. What's that? You got A plus B is an EX. Yep. Okay, cool. So light and medium and heavy and light and heavy. Okay, so it's literally any two attack buttons gives you the EX version of the move that you're trying to do, essentially. So let's just watch. Yeah. Is that a parry? I don't know if that was flow state or something, I'm not sure. Okay. So that's got low profile. I rate that. That's nice. I want to play it. I can't lie. I did say it looked a bit choppy. I don't know if it was just my first impressions, but as I'm watching it, I'm getting less and less of that vibe. It actually does look like it'll be fun to play. I just, with the lack of buttons, meaning you only have light, medium, and heavy, my brain is basically saying, how hard is it possibly going to be to play the game? But I guess that is essentially the new wave of gaming. It's kind of like, let's make an easier way for people to be introduced into the gaming industry, right? So it's understandable, but I just don't know how much. What's the skill level? Like, how far can we push this? You know what I mean? Because the reality is, the less you have to put into it, the easier it's going to be. And that's the other thing. The flow button might change that. Like, maybe you can use the flow in so many different ways that for each character it'll be different, which means it makes it harder for you to master. I like that. You can fast drop. I like fast drops. One of the things I love about Smash Bros. I got a feeling that might be an Aang thing though. I don't think it's going to be an everyone thing. Look, for me, look, I get the criticism. I can see it in terms of the style and what it looks like. But as a fan of the franchise, I will be trying it out. I will be playing it. I will be seeing what I can do with it in terms of fitting it into something that we do here. But, you know, I understand the criticism. I wouldn't say it looks like a mobile game per se. Maybe like the animation of to me, do you know what? I was about to say something even worse. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like, do you know what it looks like to me? I'm gonna slew the game without slewing it. It looks like, you know, when you're playing a game and you're watching like a still image move and you're just watching subtitles, like on a on a Switch game, like cutscene, when you're just waiting for them and you're just pressing A, watching it talk, and then they switch to the next scene, you're pressing A, like watching them talk, like whatever it may be. It looks like that to me. But the reality is, it's not about, it doesn't look bad, and it's about how it plays. And I think the way it will play will take us away from what it looks like. And I don't think it looks that bad. And I would like to know what all the other flow abilities are that you can do with the other characters, because I think that then impacts the level of the game and how complex the game is. So for me, I can't wait to give it a go. Unfortunately, I didn't sign up for the closed alpha. If anyone can get me involved in the closed alpha, that would be great. But you know what? My first thoughts are the game looks like it can be fun for everybody, not just people who are already in the fighting game community, or anyone that only likes fighting games at the minute. I think it will be fun for everybody. And I also think that there can potentially be a high skill expression part of this game, depending on how that flow state ability thing works. But look, I'm gonna try it out. Let me know what you think of the game, your first thoughts in the comments, and look out for more ASGs. Whoa. Look out for more ASGRs. Bless up.